Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play for Dark Souls Remastered. So off screen I decided to actually go and farm for all that stuff from the last episode. So if I go into the menu here, let's see. Oops. So I got my short bow that I bought. I also got some equipment too. The enemies, the undead, the hollow enemies dropped some spears. Got the light crossbow, of course, last time, wooden shield, heater shield, that sort of stuff. Go into this menu here. We got a few Titanite shards too. From some of the enemies, they drop these as well. So they do have a random chance. This is to reinforce your weapons, as it says Titanite shard plus 5 reinforcement of a standard weapon. So that'll be good to kind of reinforce some of our weaponry and armor. There's the repair box, tool for repairing weapons, armor at bonfire. The bottomless box allowing inventory management at bonfire. We got our master key, then cell key, blah blah blah. That's all the other stuff. There's the weapons. I did buy some wooden arrows and some standard arrows as well, so that'll be helpful. I think I got some other drops too. The hollow warrior helms, I got a few of those. Hollow soldier helms, those are all right. Hollow soldier waistcloth, which is I try to use that because I'm in a hollowed state. It looks like I have chicken legs. So some of this stuff it's pretty much garbage compared to what we have right now. It might be slightly lighter than what we're using, but in all honesty, it provides about the same physical resistance, and then everything else is much lower. So we're not going to worry about that. We don't have anything else. So yeah, that's basically what we got. So if I go back into the menu, let me go ahead and rest at the bonfire just to kind of show some stuff off. So now we have this repair equipment option. There's also access to bottomless box. So if I go to repair equipment, some of the stuff we've been using, of course, needs to be repaired. So you see over on the right hand side, it tells you the required souls for it. To repair it, I'll go ahead, and 80's not too bad, so we'll repair the longsword. 2 for this heater shield, required that. All the armor looks like it requires some, so we'll go ahead and do that as well. Cool. Okay, so there's that. I'll do the bottomless box. Basically, you'll see over on the right hand side, it's held versus storage. So if I go over here, I'll just deposit like this. Once I click B, then I can do R to drop off. Go over here if I want to drop off some more stuff. Oops. I could also use left and right too, but I'm gonna drop off some of this hollow crap because it ain't gonna help me at all. Alright, so there. Now it should be out of our inventory in the box for now. There's the Kindle, reversing hollow. You also notice that I've gathered some humanity in the top corner. I've gathered some soft humanity, and I'll kind of go more into that. Basically, some enemies, when the boss of the area hasn't been killed yet, and you kill some undead enemies, sometimes when you're gathering souls, usually there's like a ghostly after image that gets absorbed into a player. Well, sometimes when you do that, enemies will give you a black looking soul with a white outline around it. Looks rather larger. That's known as soft humanity. So when you get soft humanity, your number in the corner automatically goes up. It is not a physical humanity item that's actually in your inventory. So just a good thing to know that, you know, if you hit the enemies long enough, you know, and the boss of the area hasn't gone down yet, you can still get some soft humanity in order to be able to use to reverse hollowing and call on help from other players. So, you know, if you're out of normal humanity to use, there's that option. So, all is not lost. Oh, Oh, this guy's being kind of a jerk. But that guy was gonna do something. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the bow and arrow. Go ahead and equip that. Go ahead and equip some standard arrows. Okay, so if I go into here, if I hit the right on the D-pad, I'll switch to arrows. You'll see it's got my arrows down at the bottom as well. So I'll go ahead and hit the R1 button to bring it up. Now it shows me my arrows. So you can shoot arrows like normal, and it'll try to shoot based off of where the camera is focused in on, but we don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and if I press L1, then it goes into this first person over the shoulder mode. And then I can draw my arrow, press and hold until I got what I want. Boom. And you'll kind of notice that first one did like 40 there. I just got a soft humanity. It was like a larger glow when my number went from 3 to 4. But you'll kind of notice there was a large. Oh, okay. I'm gonna guess he dropped fire bombs, but the first one was like 40, but the second one was like 62. That's because I hit him in the head, or 49 or something. And it makes a different noise when you do that as well. It'll make like a pew noise. That means it's a headshot, and usually it throws them off balance. So I ahead and took care of those enemies real quick. He's still throwing. I got everybody. That's fine. I think this is the guy that was throwing stuff. No! Doesn't open from this side. That's actually to the lower Undead Burg. We won't be going there quite yet. Oh, another Hollow Warrior helm. Thank God for that. Go to hell. I like how there's just like a bunch of tables and crap all around here. And it's like, yeah, we just left everything. Black fire bombs. Yay. So see, you got some black fire bombs pretty early in the game, even if you didn't pick them up at the very beginning. Those will come in handy. Oh, this guy's just gonna sit right there. Thanks for playing. Didn't drop anything. There's nothing over here anyways. Whoa, screwed up the camera a little bit. Okay, so that's it for there. Go up here. Few hollows. So if we didn't kill those guys earlier, we'd be having to deal with all of these guys all at once. From up top, trying to throw fire bombs again. So it's a good thing that I probably already took care of them. This guy, he just keeps trying to dodge. It's like, you ain't gonna win, buddy. Sorry. Otherwise, what you'd have to do is you'd have to run up here. You can climb up the ladder. They really can't throw it at you. Oh, there's one more guy sitting there. Let's see if I can... Oh. See, that guy dropped some firebombs. I was going to try to sneak up on him, but apparently I wasn't going slow enough, so I wasn't going to try that hard. Soul of a Lost Undead. Cool. Alright. So up here... Drop down. So let me go take care of this real quick. There's a guy up here. His crossbow. Yeah, okay. It's like, see, sometimes if you're too close to an edge and you hit your sword, then it bounces off, and that's never fun. So we bought that key from the merchant earlier. I can use it here for the resonance key. Cool. You get a little nice gift for doing that. Right here. Gold. pine resin, everybody's favorite. Gold pine resin, if you use that um, on a weapon and it allows you to use lightning, it adds lightning effect to it. Now, not every weapon is capable of being, um, you know, given like that type of, the resins don't work for every single type of weapon. So, but stuff that you get at the beginning of the game, like the long sword here, you know, it'll work just fine, and it's very helpful for bosses. Because quite frankly, there's a lot of enemies in this game that aren't really particularly strong against lightning. So it's probably one of the strongest elemental effects that you can use in the game, along with some dark or occult, I think. Not to talk out of my ass or anything like that. Fire is also a good one, but there are plenty of enemies that are actually resistant to fire, especially at a later point in the game. Okay, now see, the other night I was doing A-okay with blocking stuff after I wasn't on camera. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Oh my God, please stop. Pisses me off. Oh boy. Okay, let me go do this real quick. So you saw there were some steps down there. I'm not going to do that yet. Come on. Activate, please. There we go. Of course, you don't want to get hit by that, but... Alright. Okay, good times coming up ahead. So, I am going to do some equipping. So over here we can add usable items. You can add up to 5 at a certain point. I'm going to go with fire bombs. I'm going to go with black fire bombs. I'm going to guess that stuff is not going to go out. Going to go very well for me, but whatever. We'll give it a shot. So, hey, here's this guy down here. He sure is... Oh, he's looking the wrong way, too. Close enough, that's the problem, but it's fine. Oh, I can hear him. Oh, I can hear him. Did he not follow me? Please come back. I want you to follow me. We've got so much to do. I don't want to be here all day either. Oh, there he goes. He's just like, oh, nope, 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 nope. I see ya. Yeah, there we go. Of course. Being an ass. Just don't be an ass. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. Let's see. I'll try to use some of the black fire bomb. Oh, so that was a little bit better. Where are you going? He's just like, no, I'm gonna try to figure out how to get up there, but I don't really know how. Okay. Oh, he's stupid. He was smart, but apparently the black fire bombs really did it in for him. Burned his brain. I don't know what he's doing. It's like I want to go down there and I know that I'm going to get into a buttload of hurt though. Yeah, I mean, you can fight him normally. It's just, you know, we were doing 12 damage. And luckily I didn't really get hit by him, but his shield is up. I mean, he's just being stupid right now, so... Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. You know, if you could just not do that, that would be cool too. His AI must just be like, yeah, whatever, I don't know how to play. I don't want to get hit by him. I was just like, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit. I mean, we could try to... I think I could try to face him head on at this point. If I could just get maybe one more like firebomb off on him, that would be great. Hey, we got a plunging attack. It did a whole 26 damage. The whole point is that you gotta know, you know, for this. He's basically a first strategy of how do you deflect against this type of person. Because obviously he's very well armored. This is a Black Knight, if I haven't said that already. Which I don't think I did, so I'm going to say it now. But he's very strong. He's one of the few enemies in the game that don't respawn, at least not until the very end of the game. So, and they're supposed to be Gwyn's sunlight, you know, the main person's order of knights, and they got charred. They originally were special silver knights, and then they got charred from the intense chaos heat, and that's why they're black armored now. They're the Black Knights. So really, they've just all been burned alive. Oh, geez, see, I got greedy. Oh. I think I got this as long as I don't get greedy. Sometimes he can be like just like overly aggressive. See, now he's starting to run. And you gotta watch out, because of course you don't want your stamina to get drained. Oh. 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 There we go. All right. Oh shoot. I'll probably have to go rest at the bonfire, but I figured I was gonna have to spend a little bit of time on him anyways. Ah, we did it! Yes! Oh, he didn't give me a sword. So he gave me a Titanite chunk, which is pretty good because that's some special upgrade material. So if I go into that, plus 14 reinforced standard weapon, plus 4 reinforced crystal lightning weapon. So there's different types of reinforcements that you can do throughout the game. Everything needs to go at least a plus 5 before it can start trailing off in the different elemental types. But yeah, a Titanite chunk, you'll be able to farm these later in the game. For right now, it's not going to be super helpful because we're not at that point, you know. But he also gave us a good amount of souls too, so that's always a plus. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and I don't really need any fire bombs or anything to restock on that, but I am going to use this a little bit to level up. So okay. I'm gonna do dexterity build, we'll do that. And then we'll do that as well. Oh no, no. See, I get confused. Okay, so we'll go ahead and that'll be good for now. A couple level ups in vitality and dexterity. So weapon power went up a little bit, so that'll be nice. So good times, good things. Alright, probably some equipment degradation too, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. If you could stop doing that, sir, that would be great. See, here's a problem with the third person. Oh, look at that. Look! It's not even connecting to anything. It's just the frickin' hitbox of the building. It's like, why? Sometimes you're like, yep, I think I got a clear shot, and then it still doesn't happen. Because why would it? Well, that would only make sense. Okay, who the hell keeps doing that? Okay, that was pretty cool. I was worried that it was going to get just ransacked by people, them all at the same time. But we're good. We're good. Probably could have reversed hollowing and tried to... he gave me some fireballs. I mean, there's always strategies to use. I probably could have reversed hollowing and got some more Ossus Flash for what's coming up, but... I was thinking that maybe I was going to die from the Black Knight too, which would have been what a surprise. Because every time anybody ever tries to record anything, usually you run into problems. But that's pretty good that we at least got to be able to kill that guy without it being too big of a pain in the butt. Right, round shield, just a terrible, terrible shield. Because you notice that most equipment that we get in this game isn't very good for this area, not for the entire game, just particularly for this area. Did you have a drop? Well, you dropped out of existence. Oh yeah, there's something down there too. I forget what it is. I don't think it's too. I think it might be just some soul item, to be honest. I'll come back to it at some point. I'm sure I'll have to go through here again. All I remember is the first time I played this game, I went back through here a lot. And nowadays I'm pretty good with everything, for the most part. It's still tricky. The beginning of the game is still pretty tricky, just because you know you're not used to a lot of stuff, and we're actually going to be encountering the first boss of the game, who is not so easy as the Asylum Demon. So there we go. I'm not gonna bother kicking. It's just like, stop kicking. Oh, I forgot to go get the item that he was guarding. So let's go ahead and do that. So the Black Knight over here, he was guarding something. There's just an... Maybe this is the way I was thinking. No, this is just a kill zone. This is like one of those areas that you're playing against the Black Knight, you're like, I'll just run, let's go this way. Nope! And then you just die. Yep, okay, so this is what he was guarding. So this is the first ring of the game. It's the blue Tearstone ring. Yay. Basically, and I could put it on, because rings in this game don't account part of your equipment load, thankfully. But boost defense while HP is low. So When your HP reaches a certain threshold and it's pretty low, this ring will start activating, and you see it up at the top corner underneath like your health and icon. It'll start and you'll start glowing color. Basically, your defense just gets boosted from it. It's not super useful. There's another version of the ring later on that's for attack power, so it's the same sort of deal, but instead of your defense being boosted, your attack power gets boosted. That's a lot more useful because it's like, sometimes you could do a build around that, or you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm within the certain damage threshold, now we can just unload onto this guy, especially if you're pretty good at, dodging attacks and whatnot. It really won't matter, if you get hit, you die, but if you're pretty good at dodging, you can keep hitting and doing a lot more damage and finishing bosses and enemies off a lot quicker. So, but yeah, I equipped the ring. I was just looking at, okay, 21.9. So we're way under the threshold. I was just wondering because I equipped the bow and everything like that. So, okie dokie, cool. I'm gonna restore my health, but we got to deal with this guy again. He doesn't have the barrel to drop anymore, which is that's nice. So I didn't want to have to deal with that again. So, okay, we've got this giant tower. So here's one of the first moments where you can use your... Well, there's another one back at Firelink Shrine, but normally if you're playing through the game, you'll be using this door to exit out of, but I believe that you can use the Master Key. Yep, and you can go downstairs. There is a hard enemy down here. I don't know if I can show him. It's not on that level, but I'm not going to go down there quite yet. That'll lead to a different area called the Dark Root Garden, the basin to be exact. There's a tower when you get to that area that when you go into, there's a NPC down there that will start attacking you, and he has a very heavy armor. His name is Havel, or he's a Havel's disciple. I'm not sure if anybody's ever made the clear connection, but they just call him Havel anyways. So if you can beat him, like I said, he has very thick armor and has a giant weapon. He's basically going to probably one or two shot you. At this part of the game, he'll definitely one shot me, and my weapon is just going to do piss poor damage against him, especially if it didn't do that well against the knight, the Black Knight. But yeah, anyways, if you can beat him, he has a ring called Havel's Ring, and that'll actually help increase your equipment load. So, so if you're wearing heavier armor and you don't want a fat roll, you can try to utilize that, and that'll actually do a lot better. There's normally supposed to be a crystal lizard. Oh, maybe it's right here. Nope, I don't see him. Maybe he just disappeared because I was deadly dead. But we can't continue up. And we've got our fog door right here, so we're going to enter in the boss fight. Boss arena. This is fun. Okay, so immediately you'll notice the boss hasn't spawned yet. So go ahead and climb up this tower here. And we're going to quickly get up our shield because these guys could... Okay, so we'll take care of them. I will put on some gold pine resin. I don't think I should need it, but last time I did this, it wasn't too bad. So, but Yeah, that's going to be helpful because you just saw those guys were shooting. If you try to do this boss fight and they're still alive, they can still try to shoot at you while you're doing the boss fight, and it'll become very helpful right at the beginning of this. But okay, hopefully I can do this without dying. But you know, sometimes stuff doesn't work out the way. Oh god, there he is. So there's the bull demon that we were talking about earlier. He's known as the Taurus Demon. Oh, he's a coming. There we go. Nice. Gotta watch out because this gets. That would have been bad. Trying not to get caught up against the wall. There's also a part of the stage, if you noticed, you don't want to get. See, the problem is that he's got such long distance. You're trying to just, trying to close the gap. I think it's possible to get back up to the top of the tower and do some more damage by, there we go. It's not too bad. That's where he was going. It's just the problem is you just don't have that wide, or you don't have that long of a swing, even though you have the long sword. Try to roll behind it. I don't want to get too greedy. See, there's a gap over here too. It's possible for you to get flung, of course, but it's also possible that he can fall off the edge too if somehow you were able to knock his ass off. But I've never done it. I'm not really too keen about doing it anyways. Jump. Nope. Might swing. So this is one of those moments where it's like I'm trying to keep my stamina high, but Jesus Christ. You're just trying not to lose your stamina because you don't know. The heater shield has pretty good stability for what it is. I mean, this shield is pretty amazing for what it is. Of course, I don't want to talk too much because I'm sure he's just going to boop me and then I'll be screwed. But try not to get booped. We got it. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I was like, I don't want to get greedy. Gotcha. Alright, we didn't even have any damage. Wow, see, zowie. Anyways, So if you are having issues, you can use the gold pine resin to augment your weapon and have lightning effect added in there. You got a humanity, one more bone. You got 3,000 souls for that. So I can't tell you how many times when I played this game that guy was a pain in the ass. Just so much. So, but it's cool. We did it. So take your victory lap and continue on. I will note though that later on in the game he becomes just another mook. So actually both bosses in this area become mooks. Like later on in the game. It's kind of funny where it's like, oh, you were such a big boss. And more or less it's because the arena that they're in that they're such, like, they're so hard. Because, you know, that was a narrow path and you're trying not to get knocked off by him. Later on in the game, wide open fields. You don't really have that big of a problem. But roll through these boxes. Large soul, lost undead. Cool. Keep on. Truck. So cool. We got a bridge over here. We got it's locked over here. And we got other stuff we've got over here. We're gonna meet our new best friend, Solar of Astora. He just sitting there, gazing at the, well, I'd say the sun, but it's kind of hard to see the sun rays.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Soler of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide.
Talk to him again.
I get that look all the time.
No. I like how he tells you I have a proposition and he doesn't tell you what it is. What it is. So instead it's just like I guess so.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined in a land brimming with hollows.
Now, you see
Could
now,
that
okay,
really
yes.
Give me a chance? So what do you say? Why not help?
So
one
this
another on
guy,
this
he
lonely
gives you the
journey?
white sign soapstone.
It pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant...
So his whole mechanic is he's talking about summoning others, and he kind of gives you an explanation as to what's happening with Lordran. Space-time continuum is all weebly wobbly. You know, stuff is not very concrete right now. But not only is time, but basically parallel universes are happening all at once. So every time a person plays a game, basically they're playing the game in their own sort of universe version of what's going on. Solar is an example of an in-game version of this. He is going throughout his journey like he was the chosen undead. So we're the chosen undead of this universe that we're playing right now, and he is the chosen undead of his universe. So he's just giving you an idea of kind of how this works, where because everything is so intertwined, you can summon others for help. And so he's an in-game version of that. He's an in-game NPC, the first of many that we'll be able to use to actually summon for help. So.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun.
And he kind of has a side story where he really loves the sun, as according to his the bio about his weapons and stuff. He painted that sun on his armor and whatnot. on. He has the iron set, by the way. And I love the fact that he doesn't have any gloves. Like, he has some gauntlets, but he's just holding everything with his raw hand. So, anyways, he's our son, bro. We'll be seeing him many times throughout the game. He'll be kind of changing positions every time we talk to him and that sort of stuff. But on the next major boss, he will be summonable. We can go ahead and show that. I don't necessarily know if I'm going to summon him, but kind of talk about that later. Okay, so this is a big bridge, and there's quite a few enemies on it. Good times. We can't go through that door, so we're gonna have to go across this bridge, right? Let me try to do that. What's with this blackness all over? I'm gonna run back though. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess I was a little too close. But yeah, so the Hellkite Dragon, who's actually a wyvern, just roasted everybody on the bridge, and we got all the souls for it, so that's always good. We're going to want to hightail it though, and we're going to want to stick to the right while we do this. So, yeah, let's just get going. I don't want you to roast me, sir. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get down. He's still yelling. Stop yelling. Okay, so we go down here. This will be familiar. We're gonna kick this down, kick the ladder down, and now we got a shortcut back to this bonfire. Yay! Okay, I couldn't remember. So if you double tap the A button and press and hold it, it'll cause you to slide down. But yay, we're at this bonfire. So cool. We're back here. So yeah, let me level up a little bit since we're here. We're at level 9. Let's increase some endurance, increase vitality again. I'm gonna go a couple levels in attunement, just so I can have one attunement slot in case I want to use a spell at some point. Whoops. I want dexterity. I also want faith too, so I can at least do a miracle. So yeah, that should be pretty good. Oh shoot. Okay. I'll probably also want to repair my equipment real quick. 28 bow. Yeah, even using the bow requires you to kind of fix some stuff, but okay. So we've got all that repaired. I'm gonna go and try some. It's gonna be dumb. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump back up this ladder. Actually, I'm kind of running a little long on time like I do every episode. So, okay, this is where I'm gonna stop for here. Next time, we're gonna deal with the Hellkite Dragon. I'm gonna attempt something. I know one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you how to get a special weapon that'll be particularly powerful at the beginning, at this part of the game. But also, we're gonna try to run underneath the dragon or wyvern, because there is a bonfire underneath him, and if I could get it, that would be pretty nice. But there are other ways around it, so if we don't do it, it's not a bad thing. But that's kind of the reason why I unloaded souls, because if I die, I don't want to have to worry about getting all those souls back every single time. Soft humanity up though, there's quite a bit up there, so we'll see. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So next time we're gonna go ahead and do that, and maybe we can get to the boss. Might go and look at some other places. Yeah, so might even talk about another weapon that I've been thinking about getting that'll be farmable in this area. So, all right, we'll see you next time.